Okay. Okay, I think we're all set up.
Hope so.
Okay, I'm going to leave the volume on my computer. Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Alive on December 1st, I guess, Monday. It's kind of been a crazy day. I just got back. I went and spent the weekend with my sister. It was her 44th birthday. So if you know my sister, you know that's a wild and crazy couple of days. Very little sleep, lots of partying. But every once in a while, you just got to go. And we did have brunch with a bunch of our siblings. So that was kind of a good thing also. So anyhow, I do have some free things. So if you want them, just the first people to type, welcome Victor and Joyce and Terracotta. Welcome everybody. So I do not know how old these candy canes are. I was going to throw them away. But if you're just decorating your tree, they would be cute on your tree. So if you want these candy canes in the M&M, probably a vintage tin, if you want that, just let me know and I'll throw it in your baskets. If you're new to watching, all you have to do is comment what you want and then we'll throw the items into your baskets. We've got okay, Victor, we've got freebies. First thing we're starting off with is some freebies. We rescue sewing rooms, our customers' sewing rooms, people we don't even know sewing rooms. And then we help to make sure that all of their goodies don't go into the landfills. So that's kind of what we've got today is a bunch of auctions and things. Hey, Brenda and Jennifer and Jenny. So here are some napkins. This was fabric she bought from our store a while ago. So she had handmade cloth napkins. So if you want the cloth napkins, these are free. And there's just a few of them here. There's some Cape Facet fabrics. If you want the napkins, just type you want the napkins and we'll throw them in your baskets. Hey, Peggy, welcome everybody. I have these. There's 3 of them. I'm not really sure what they are. I'm sure it was a do-it-yourself kind of an ornament or something. It's like a porcelain. I think you can paint on it or do something with it. If you want the ornaments, just type in you want the ornaments. And then we have, Phyllis is still at the grocery store. I just talked to her a minute ago. I had a question. And we've got a little pin cushion if somebody wants it and a needle minder. We can put these 2 together. So your needles and pins go in here. Your scissors can go in here. Cute little watermelon. That's free. These are vintage letters. I'm not sure what for or if they still work. I think they're like the kind you rub off. But if you want the letters, just put in that you want the letters. We'll get those into your baskets for free. And then we've got a Japanese knot reversible shopping tote pattern. If you want that free, just put in that you want the tote pattern free. I've got a couple of Shannon robes patterns for free. So you've got all of the patterns there. Just type that you want that. And then I've got a Virginia Robertson vintage doll pattern. And then I've got a few of Eleanor Peace Bailey chest sets for a son-in-law. Eleanor made this chest set for her son-in-law. But all the pieces are here. If you have somebody that plays chess or you play chess and you want to make them handmade custom chess set, just let me know. I've got 3 patterns to put into your baskets. Okay, I'm going to go down the list, put these on here real quick. Okay, hang on a second. I got to go back to where I was. Cloth napkins, I think is Brenda. And ornament, these, can you just throw these in Jenny's basket? I think you have it. And then watermelon is Riri. And letters, I think there's a couple of you. Riri. Okay, look at all that. I'm just like clearing out space here at Fabric Chicks. Letters, I've got Terracotta and Kathleen. Okay, I'm just going to split those between you guys. Terracotta Are you clipping your fingernails during the live? Kathleen Rader. And then tote pattern. Victor was the first one. And then the robe is Kathleen. And then only one robe pattern. That leaves one here. Okay. Chest set is, thank you, Peggy, for sharing. Of course, we love it when you share. It just helps us to be able to keep doing this nonsense and craziness. Nobody on the doll pattern. Okay, I'll do those a different day again. Okay, so welcome everybody. If you are new to joining, we're going to do a bunch of auctions today. Some are quilting related, some are not, because we just kind of our clearinghouse, we get all kinds of crazy stuff. So the first auction is going to be for these two cute little animals. These are already finished. We're sold out of the panels. These were shop samples. So the lamb has two little baby sheep, and the cow has two little baby cows. Right here, you can see them, super cute. The two of them is $15. S137 is $15. So it's great if you've got a kid in the neighborhood or a grandkid, you can get already made gifts. What are you laughing about? Uh-oh, Devin. Kathleen says that when she got her package this morning, she had beads everywhere when she opened it. Did you not package the beads very well?
I left them in the package that came in.
Oh, he says he left them in the package that came in. UPS probably sat on them or something. Who knows? Okay, here is, so this auction for $137 is $15 for both animals. And then S134 is a handmade truck with a trailer. So if you've got a grandson, vintage for sure. Look at the dust there. Vintage for sure, hand carved. It's got a little guy there in the truck. S134, the auction is starting at $7. 134, the auction is starting at $7. And then we do have some fat quarters. So I'm not sure how many. We should have at least two of everything. So let me just see here what I find. Okay, I don't know what we've got here. Hang on a second. Here is vegetable fat quarters. So you've got oranges and lemons. You've got tomatoes. You've got radishes. Well, it's kind of a variety. Pumpkin, radishes. This is just like salad leaves. Then you've got some peppers and you've got some broccoli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. I'm just going to start that auction at $15. So 6 goes into 15. 6 times, that's less than $3. Okay. So these are fat quarters. You've got 6 fat quarters here, less than $3. You've got broccoli, you've got peppers, you've got radishes and lettuce. Well, here's your radishes. I think that's what, I don't know. Don't ask me. Apparently we don't eat vegetables in our house. Tomatoes and lemons and if they're not really oranges, they're like persimmons maybe. Well, that's limes and lemon. Don't ask me. That's special Tangelo or something. S138 is starting at $15. 138 is starting at $15. That is 6 fat quarters, so it makes it like $2.25 a fat quarter or something. 134 is for the hand-carved truck with the trailer, and it does roll. It's at $7. And then 137 is for the cow and the sheep. Well, vice versa, the cow and the sheep. Already made. So if you've got a little one in your life, those are perfect for them. S137 is starting at $15. The vegetables are at $15 also. And then we do have a vintage needlepoint pillow. So S135, we hate to get rid of and throw away all of the handwork that was done. So we do try to rescue it and send it on to other people's homes besides ourselves. This is what the back looks like. It's in very good shape. S135 is starting at $3 for this really cute roses pillow. S135 is starting at $3. And I'm going to close some of these up so I can make room. Speaking of packages, I got mine on Saturday. Devin did a great job with the taping. I struggled to open the box and found out my scissors are really sharp. I sliced my finger, didn't have any pain, but what a bloody mess it was. Oh my gosh, Tina, that sounds horrible. Poor Devin. Devin, you're gonna have to make sure that you package them not so tightly. Okay. All right, so we've got the 6 fat quarters are at $15 for the fruits and vegetables. So if you want to do like a microwave bag, or you want to do a microwavable bowls or pot holders, the vegetables are great for that. I mean, not for my family. They refuse to eat vegetables. Okay, Jackie, you're getting the truck for $7, and your basket is full. So I'll see if Devin can't ship yours tomorrow. Okay, I'm just putting it right into your basket. So Jackie bought the truck. Okay, $135 for the needlepoint pillow is at $3. $135 for the needlepoint pillow. I have no idea where the camera is. There we go. $135. The needlepoint pillow is at $3. Devin put a label on the box, fragile, open at your own risk. Victor's giving you advice. He's gonna have to do like a disclaimer, like don't do as seen on TV. Thank you, Laura, for sharing. We love it when you guys share. Okay, S1 at 37. Oh, the cute little animals, no takers. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. I know for me it's hard. I don't have any little ones in my life. Okay, S1 at 38 for the vegetables is going to Jenny for. Could Devin ship me the embroidery, please, and whatever else I have? Yes, Candy. He was supposed to ship that when I talked to you on the phone, but I think that he got busy with the holidays. So he'll ship yours and Jackie's. Do you want them shipped together? 138. I'm pretty sure there was somebody. 138 is Jenny for $15. That was a good deal, Jenny. Okay. I mean, fat quarters for less than $3 is a pretty good price. Okay, and then we have another bundle of fat quarters, but I do have 2 of these. So this we can just do a buy it now. So you can get these 3. 2 of you can get these 3. And we'll do those 3 fat quarters. So you've got the cute little roses. It's got a metallic in it. You've got the gold to go with it. And then you've got a little ditty print to go with it. And we're going to do $6. And I have 2 of them. So S139 is $6. And we have 2. So the first 2 who want it, S139 is at $6. S139 is at $6. That's $2 a fat quarter. And it is a buy now. Okay. Okay. 3 fat quarters for $6. That's $2 a fat quarter. And we've got 2 of those S139. I'll get down real close so you can see them. And I've got Sharon, I saw that, but I will double check with Opal and make sure that your email, that your registration says what your email says. I just haven't done it yet because I literally just drove into town. Victor, do you mean 139? Okay, Elaine gets one, and I think Victor might want the other one. Okay, 135 for the pillow. 135 for the pillow is Kathleen for $4. That Kathleen is definitely a deal. It's so cute. It would look really cute anywhere. Okay, Lane, Victor, I think that you, yeah, okay. Victor, okay, so can you do a paper for Victor and a paper for Elaine for these two? Because they each got one set for $6. Okay, I have cute little skull pillows, Janet Wicker Frisch pillows. So these have the Rick Rack sewn around them, already stuffed. Janet Wicker Frisch pillows. S101 is $12. S101, the auction is starting at $12. And then I have the hands. So we have S100 is starting at $12 also. S100 is starting at $12. You could do a whole collection. These all have the Rick Rack, the same Rick Rack on them. So S98 is for the the woman with the mask. S98. We don't have this panel anymore. That's why we're selling the samples. S99 is for this one with the little queen. She's wearing her crown. S99. And then S151 is for let's see. S151 is for the faces. So you can see if the whole set is kind of cute there. We had the panel, but we don't have it anymore. So S151 is $12. Oops, let's see, where is that? 151. 151 is $12. S99. S99. S98. So if you need Christmas gifts for somebody, S99. I don't know why it's doing it in the sideways view instead of it's like half of a screen. No, on here. It's like half of a. Oh, there, Devin fixed it. Okay. So S100 with the hands. S100 with the hands. S101. We should have sold these before Halloween, but we didn't. S101. Okay, those are in case you've got somebody who loves to decorate for Halloween all year long. And then we have, oh, here's a fun auction. It is a random box from somebody's sewing container. You got some Rowenta hot iron cleaner. I'm not sure if it's still good. You've got some chalk wheel refills, a couple of those, some Velcro, some fray block. It does feel like it's probably still good. Velcro adhesive, something, I'm not sure what, some patches, some FlanGuard self-sticking flannel. I'm not sure. Everything, 101 uses. Then some patches and some more patches. I think we should start this one at $1. Welcome, girls on YouTube. S123. If you're new to watching and you want to bid on an auction, all you have to do is type S and 123 and then how much you want to pay for it. We've got a lot of vintagey stuff. We've rescued a lot of stuff, and then we also are selling a lot of our shop samples. So this is a vintage ornament, I think. You can, it still needs to be blanket stitched around if you wanted to blanket stitch it around. S133, the auction is starting at $10. 133, the auction is starting at $10. He's super cute. There's some embroidery around his hair. You can kind of see what embroidery work has been done here. S133 is starting at $10. 133 is starting at $10. It was kind of hard for me to part with that one because he's so cute. Okay, we do have a quilt that is already finished. Here, I'm going to pop this one on so you can, I think, see it better. Okay, S51, the auction is starting at $20. S51, yeah, S51, the auction is starting at $20. This is an applique. You can see it's a free motion quilted. It is a little wall hanging. It's an owl with two baby owls. S51, and then this is what the back looks like. So if you need some new decorations, you have a wall that needs to be decorated. This is a really beautiful one. S51. This is starting at $20. S51 is starting at $20. S51 is starting at $20. And then I do have, we have such a random box today. Okay, let's see here. This is felt. So you've got polka dot felt pieces. There is quite a few. That's the white piece. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the pink and white polka dots. And then you've got pink and blue and white. Eco felt is what the sign says. S130, the auction is starting at $3. S130, the auction is starting at $3. Gosh, no takers for the $1 patches. These are like adhesive patches, so you could iron them onto anything. S123, the auction is starting at $1. 123, the auction is starting at $1. And then we do have some more fat quarters. So these look like you've got some pinks. So if you just need to boost your stash, these are some great pinks and purples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them will just wait. I think I see. Nope. Nope. Those look like maybe half yards. No, I do have 2 sets of these. So if you want these 2 sets, you can do it as a buy now, not an auction. So if you want these 6 fat quarters, yep, it's the same one. Okay, so these 6 fat quarters, we're going to do a buy it now. Let's see, 6 times, let's do $15. $15. We have 2 of them. It's a buy it now. BIN, buy it now. I think that's the right acronyms. Hey, Sue, how are you? Okay, S124. We have 2 of them. There are 6 fat quarters in each bundle. Each bundle is $15. Buy it now. So if you want those 6 fat quarters, you just type in S124, and the first 2 to type it in will get those 6 fat quarters. And then we have this vintage S133, $10 for this applique. I mean, it's as cute as could be. Vintage. I don't know. But I think I might have to do something with it now. Okay, 124. 124, I think, is Victor and Kathleen. We're the first 2 on mine. Victor and Kathleen. Okay, Devin will come and separate those for us real quick. And then Sue, I'll look and see if I've got some more. We're not 124. We didn't auction because I had 2 of them. So we just sold them $15 now. I know it does look like an angel's face. It's so cute. Okay, 130. $3, Victor. Okay, the felt is going to Victor for $3. And then I think the Kathleen is getting the random goodies for $1. The random goodies here for $1. I know I should have auctioned them off for $24. Gosh. Okay, for the owl quilt, I'm going to show it one more time. We do have a finished quilt here. If you need a gift, it's great. Or if you have a wall that you want to put it on, it's really quite a piece of artwork. Oops, I almost gave you my Sharpie. I'd be really sad later. Okay, let's see. And Kathleen, no takers for the 133, the little boy. I'm gonna have to find something fabulous to do with it. I've actually been sitting on him. I've been holding him back for a long time because I really love him. So I'm kind of excited. Okay, S51. S51 is at $20. And it is for this already done owl quilt. S51 is at $20 for this already finished bound owl quilt. $20. If you know somebody who loves owls, this is perfect for them. S51 is an already finished owl quilt. It really is a piece of artwork. S51 going once, going twice. Terracotta is the lucky winner. Terracotta, you really should get a prize for something because you were the very first person to order tickets for Quilt Show Reno. So I might have to think of something special. You must have gotten up. Well, you are 3 hours ahead of the rest of us, but you must have gotten up in the middle of the night to make sure you got the classes you wanted. So welcome everybody. So if you're new to watching and you want to order, bid on anything, we're kind of doing an auction and a buy it now kind of crazy sale today. But we do have this cute little embroidered vintage guy. Here you can see the embroidery. And it's S133 for $10. S133 for $10. If you're not registered with us and you're new to doing this, you can just type in S as you committing to it and the number. And if we're doing something like yardage, you can put in how many yards you want. And then you can register with us later. But today we've got samples. We've got all kinds of random things. I do have a bin. So we inherit things from all over. Let me just switch cameras real quick. I've got a bin of iron covers, I believe. So this is a bin of iron covers. S102 is starting at $5. If you want the plastic that it came in, just let us know and you can have the tub. If you're locals and you want tubs, we have tons of tubs. Okay, Jackie, I didn't see that you were in double, but I did see Candy was in double. But I just got back from my sister's, so I we'll figure it out. I did see that you guys needed help, so I will figure that out. Sue, you did not get one of S124. Kathleen and Victor, I think, were the first two, but I will look deeper because I have a whole bag of fat quarters, so I'll dig deeper, see if I can find it, or if she might have left me half yards and I can cut more fat quarters. So I'll look, Sue, and see. So S102 is for this box of iron covers. So you've got, still in the package, the natural rubber binding provides easy installation and ensures permanent tight fit. So you've got this here. It's still in the packaging. So if you need a cover for your ironing board, you've got this random thing. You've got a miracle ironing board. You've got something here. You've got, this was the miracle ironing board, but I think it's cut in half for some reason. So I'm not sure. You've got some of this silver stuff, the heat reflector stuff. Looks like quite a bit, probably the size of an ironing board if I had to guess. And then you've got, this is for like a little ironing mat surface. And this here is another ironing board surface. I might glue this onto like a bolt and then have a traveling ironing board. I'm not really sure. These are like the olden day ones, like back in the day. If you want, here, I'm just going to put $1 on this. Here's a draw cord ironing board cover. I'm just going to put $1 on this. If you want it, I'm not really sure what's in here. So it's kind of a surprise ironing board cover box. S125. If you want 125. It's sold. It went to Terracotta. Sue, it went to Terracotta. But I do have other quilts. S125 is for the random box of all of the ironing board stuff at $1. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm not really sure if, I mean, this is probably, I'm guessing maybe cotton for one of those mini irons. But maybe she took this off and used it as a pattern to make a new one. I mean, sometimes I wonder what goes through your guys' through all of our heads, really, when we save all of this stuff. But super organized, everything you need to cover your ironing board and more. S125 is at $2. S125 is at $2. If you win one of these auctions, and it's at $3. 125 is at $3 on YouTube. 125 is at $3 on YouTube. If you want the tub, let me know if you want the tub. If you don't want the tub, let me know and we will not include it. Okay. All right. 125. The auction right now is for 125, all the ironing board covers. And then I do have another one of these, but it seems like you guys don't really have too many little kids in your lives. But this is for 2 of these little dolls, little dogs. And then we've got the little babies in the mom's skirt. And then you've got the cute little boy in the with his little bow tie, the dad with his bow tie, and then the mom with the babies in her skirt. So S132 is $20. S132, the auction is $20 for the set. You get both of them. 125 is at $6. 125 is at $6. I should have left the original auction at $5. 125 is at $6. Oh, okay, Sue. I know it's really hard for you because you work and then you get off right when we're starting. So you're driving. And so you do miss a lot of the fun stuff. Okay, here is a bunch of crocheted ornaments. I mean, they might be knitted. Don't hold me to that. I'm not sure. But you have a box here. It would be a cute box if you just like do a yo-yo or something, because obviously something is missing from right there. But inside, you do have a random turkey. You have a random turkey. And then you have a bazillion of these little wreaths. So you've got a bunch of these little wreaths. Look, these are like skates, I think. You've got some cute little skates with the paper clips there. Very resourceful. You've got some bells. It looks like this one needs to be cleaned. But you got some bells. You've got a little Santa. You got some more of this ice skates. You got a little Santa and a drummer, Santa and a drummer boy. You've got another pair of little skates. Look at how cute those are. I don't know why my camera is a little bit off there. Okay, let's see if that gets more things in the photo. And then some more bells and another wreath. And then also you've got a little snowman family. So super cute little snowman family. And wait, there's more. So you've got the 3. Here, I'm going to set them up for you. Super cute little snowman family. So all those little ornaments, S102, the auction is starting at $5. That's for the 3 snowmen and all the crocheted or knitted ornaments here. You've got ice skates. S102 is starting at $5. S102 is starting at... Oh, the small ironing board covers are for the old sleeve ironing boards. Yes, I think my mom, like when I was growing up, we had that little ironing board. Okay, Kathleen is getting the ironing boards for $6. Kathleen is getting the ironing boards. And then Kathleen, let me know if you want the box also. Hey, Miss Anna. Oh gosh, Anna, you gotta check. Well, I don't know if I did the finished. I think I have to have my sister send us the picture. But we took all of that tulle. You know that red tulle that you gave me from your daughter's wedding. We took it, and then my sister, she's so crazy. She saw on YouTube or something. She wrapped the tulle around her legs, and then we left one tail of the tulle, and then wrapped around her legs, and then wrapped it around the center when she stepped out of it. And it created the cutest bow. So like her front door is a big bow. Super, super cute. Okay, back to the auction. So this here S102 for the 3 snowmen and all the ornaments at $5. Gosh, no takers at $5. Okay, here we're gonna just put this at $1. S126. The snowmen are worth $1. S126. 132. I don't think we had any takers, but those will sell. Those little animals. People are always trying to buy them from us at the shows and in the shop. So those I can put out in the shop. But if you want the little Christmas ornaments, $1 for the snowmen and the wreaths and the jingle bells. See how cute they are, the little bells and the ice skates. Look at how cute those little ice skates are. These would be cute even to just put them onto a note card for a Christmas card, a dimensional Christmas card. Or you could turn them into earrings also, if you're really creative. S126. Riri is at $1 on YouTube. Riri's at $1 on YouTube. And then Jenny's at $1 on Facebook. No box. Okay, you're welcome to the box, but it's just hard because Devin's shipping up. Okay, here is also another bunch of Christmas things. So you've got 3 boxes of these cute little apple ornaments. They would actually be cute to put like on a wreath or something. But we've got 3 of these apple ornaments and then 2 of the bigger ones. 2 of the bigger ones. Look at, somebody paid 25 cents at one point for those. Well, it was $1.49 at Pick and Save at one point. Okay, so you've got 5 boxes of apples. 5 boxes of apples for $1. You just never know what we're going to have on auction here. Riri can have 126 126, Kathleen is at $3. 126, Kathleen is at $3. 127 for the 5 boxes of apples is at $1. $1. And okay, here's a mystery box. Auction is starting at $1. Oh, a teacher tree with kids' names on the apples would be super cute. You are correct. Sharon's at $2 for the apples. Kathleen is at $3 for the snowman, and S65 comes with a cute little tin and a little snowman. I think it's for a tea light. I think a tea light goes in there. Cute little snowman. A 2017 vintage snowman here. A cute little snowman. You could just take some of your Patrol paint and paint over the 2017 and have a cute little ornament. You've got some bells. You've got a little stocking, a star, a 1991 Christmas anchor, and 1991, that's the year I graduated from high school. And then some green and red and white balls and a silver one in there. At 65, all this fun stuff, $1. At 65 is starting at $1. I know, I just can't, I don't want anything to go to the landfill. It's really kind of, it's like a curse, very much a curse in my life. But my sister and I did not, we usually, when we get together, we hit up all the thrift stores, and we did not hit up any thrift stores because I got to get rid of some of this stuff. S65 is starting at $1. S65 is at $1. I'm going to close some of these up. The snowmen are at $3. The 3 snowmen and all the little ornaments are at $3. And just look at how cute the little hats are. Okay, $3 for all these handmade ornaments and the bonus little turkey and the bonus little Santa. Super cute. Just never know what you're going to find here at Fabric Chicks. Okay, as 126 is going to 126 is going to Kathleen for $3. Kathleen for $3. And then 127 is going to Sharon Weber for $2. And 65, hey, Carolyn Gavernich is going to Kathleen for $1. Okay, perfect. And next we have a Stitch in Time. Hang on a second. It is still in the panel. It's a panel. It's 25 by 43, 35 5-inch squares. Okay, hang on a second. I have no idea what this is. I'm going to open it up so you guys can see what it really is. We used to have this fabric line way back in the day. Oh, it's a pan. We had this panel back in the day. I don't know why some shops wrap things up like that. So this is the panel. Anytime is Stitch in Time. A day spent quilting. A day spent quilting. I don't know. I can't read it backwards. Anyways, you guys can probably read it. Here, I'm going to put it down on the table. So we'll just start this auction off at $9 because I think it will get there. S91 is going to start at $9. And it is a... Behind every quilter is a huge pile of fabric. Friends are sewn one stitch at a time. So you have 35 5-inch squares is what it was saying. A day spent quilting seldom unravels. Anytime is stitching time. I love to quilt. I heart to quilt. Sewing forever. Housework never. So you get the idea. Creative clutter is better than neat idleness. Given enough fabric, I could rule the world. To quilt is human, to finish divine. So S91, the auction is starting at $9. It's at $10. Kathleen is at $10 for the panel. The panel's at $10. The panel is at $10. And then I have a couple of vintage jars. We have a couple of vintage jars. Quilters aren't greedy, they're just materialistic. Oh, goodness. Okay, S91 is at $10. S91 is at $10. We have a bunch of, it looks like soccer ball ribbon. So we've got some soccer ball ribbon. Oh, this side, though, if you're not into soccer, this is kind of a fun textury side. Soccer balls or just texture. So we've got some ribbon. Let me see if we've got another thing of ribbon in here so we can just get rid of all the ribbon at one time. Oh, it's gymnastic ribbon. So you might not. So we have soccer ribbon for those who have kids in soccer. And then we have a bunch of gymnastic ribbon. I'm just going to start those at $1 each. S128 at $1. If you've got grandkids in soccer, you can make little hair bows for everybody on the team. Same thing with the gymnastics. So if you're into soccer, S128, or if you just want the other side of the ribbon for texture, S128 is all that ribbon for $1. S129 is the gymnastics ribbon for $1. Phyllis, we're glad you're back. Okay, S129 is the gymnastics ribbon, and 128 is the soccer ribbon. Get your final bids in. S91 is the quilting. Phyllis, did you see the quilt panel I just showed, or should I show it one more time? Okay, S128 is Carolyn for $1. Carolyn. And 129 is Kathleen. And then I'm going to show this one more time. S91 is for this panel, and it is for every quilter needs this. Friendships are sewn one stitch at a time. A day spent quilting seldom unravels. Quilters aren't greedy, they're just materialistic. I only quilt on days that end in Y. 5-inch squares. So there's 35 5-inch squares. So you could sell them and make mug rugs for all your quilting friends for Christmas. S91 is at $10. S91 is at $10. Oh, perfect, Carolyn. S91 is at $10. Going once, going twice. Kathleen. And we'll do $9 to Kathleen since there was no other bidders. And I've got some vintage jars for you to collect your buttons in. I'm not sure if we took the buttons out or if they just came to us empty. I'm not sure. But one of them has a lid. So you've got this one that has a lid. And then you've got this one, which is unique. It's got like these little round divots. Very unique. I would for sure put buttons in there. But this one has a wide mouth, so you could put your spools in there. You can put all kinds of things in there. So cute little canister bottles. S131 is starting at $3. S131 is starting at $3. If S123 didn't sell, what was 123? Oh, 123 is gone. 123 is gone. Sorry, Phyllis, you took too long. Oh, sorry, Peggy. I already sold it too. Once I put somebody's name on it, it's gone forever. And Kathleen's name is already on it for $9. Okay, so the only thing we have left on the auction is the dolls, the puppy dolls, and the little boy face, the Halloween pillows, and these jars. Otherwise, everything else has already found a new owner. Oh, we do have, is Sue Cope back on? Sue, are you on? Because I do have another applique quilt that you might like. You were definitely too late, Peggy. Okay, we do have a table runner side. Well, I say it's more of a bed runner. S52 is starting at $20. S52. Devin, can you maybe get the real camera? Because it's too big for me to hold up. So it is pieced. I think it might have gone around a table at one point because it does have Velcro on the back side. If you can just get this, flip the camera around and get this. I can't see like how much I'm getting of it when I do it. So this is, I'm getting nothing of it.
Because you got. Actually, I don't know why.
Because you've turned off this camera.
No.
You can't put me and Devin in charge of anything, okay? Okay, so I think you can hear again. S52 is at $20. S52 is at $20. Okay, and then we have the bottles. The two random bottles are $3 for both of them. The jars. S131 is at $3. Okay, Sharon. Oh gosh, you just can't take us anywhere. S131 is at $3 for the two jars. And then S52 is for the bed scarf or table runner. Bed scarf or table runner is at $20. And then I have, let me move this stuff off the table so that we can make more room real quick. Okay, hang on a second. Let me get this out of all these auctions are so bulky. Okay, So we have the bottles are S131 at $3. S52 is at $20 for the bed scarf quilt. And then we have another quilt already finished. It's a small wall hanging S100. We're going to start at $15. And it's a cute little birdhouse with a bird. And then machine quilted, applique. S100 is starting at $15. S100 is starting at $15. And then this is what the back looks like. S100 is starting at $15. S100 is starting at $15. Cute little birdhouse with a bird, a butterfly, and some flowers. S100 is starting at $15. I don't think we had any takers on the jars. S131 at $3 for both jars. S131. Okay. S15 for the bird and the birdhouse is at $15. And then the spiderweb stars, S52 is at $20. And I do have 4 little coasters, little heart coasters. So 4 cute little heart coasters already made. This one has a little rip there. I would put like a little yo-yo or something. It's like a tiny little cut there. So 4 little coasters. We're going to start those at $1 for the heart coasters. $1. S140 is for the heart coasters. S140 is at $1. 100. S100 is at $16. The birdhouse is at $16. S52 is at $20. The S131 is for the bottles for Sue. Okay, Sue. S131. They're super cute to like put your buttons in or your vintage spools. The heart coasters are at $2. The heart coasters are at $2. I've got Jenny and Sue at $2 and Candy at $2. So there's 3 of you at $2. S100 is at $17. The birdhouse is at $17. S52, I believe, is Sue for $20. This, I would use it for a bed scarf, but it also would be a great table runner. Okay. I've got those 2. I'm going to leave them on the table for a little bit longer. We've got some more vintage buttons. Okay, S93. We're going to start this at $5. God, it was like, this is like my dream come true. Like 20 years ago, I could not get enough buttons. I could not get enough treasures. And now I'm drowning in it. Okay, you've got a whole bunch of these brown. They're kind of like leathery. You've got like a whole bag of these buttons. Vintage. Everything here, I'm sure, is vintage. S93 is starting at $5. You've got some metal buttons. You've got beading needles. Those are priceless. Just the cards they come on are so fun. And when Peggy and I were putting buttons into bags for free for bingo. We use the Google Lens on our phone, and like some of the buttons were worth like $42 and $25, but like I don't have enough life in me to sell these any other way. So we're just doing one big lot. You might have more time in your life and want to put them on eBay individually. Like that one I think looks like it might be worth something. I don't know. Okay, and then here is a little bag. So this whole lot of buttons is S93 and it's at $6. It's actually at $5. Yes. Devin, can you write this down? Sharon needs a Trash to Treasures bag. Yes, Sue, you got the bed runner and the jars. Victor, Gracie actually put the Christmas tree up at our house. So our Christmas tree is up at the house, but Devin and I have not decorated the shop. I think we've given up on decorating the shop for Christmas this year. Although I do have the cutest, ginormous pink unicorn that lights up that I've put out in the front yard a couple of times. I would love to get my handyman to put that out front, but we'll see. Okay, so all of these buttons. S93 is for all of the buttons. S93. Oh, I do have two of you at S93. No, Sharon Weber, we give you a bag of buttons at Quilto. So Quilt Show Reno's Quilto Bingo Night, we give you a bag. I think Kathleen means S93 for $8. I think the buttons are at $8. S140. S140 is, it looks like Kathleen for $4. Does anybody else need a Trash to Treasures bag? If you're not familiar with what the Trash to Treasures bag is, we send you a bag of interesting things because one person's trash is another person's treasure. So you get a bag with upholstery fabrics, all kinds of random things in it, and then you have to use 5 things out of the bag. And what you do with it is totally up to you. We've had people make mannequins, jackets, bunny rabbits, and people have done all kinds of amazing things with the Trash to Treasures basket. You can add to it. You only have to use, I think, 5 things out of the bag of random stuff that we give you. So S93 is at S93 is at $8. S93 is at $8. S100, the quilt is at $17. The quilt is at $17. Okay, Devin, can you write this down? I need Laura Villardo, Candy Sparks, Terracotta, and Jackie need trash bags.
Restart.
Thought you said you were ready. Jackie, Candy, Terracotta, and Laura. Okay. S93 is going to Kathleen for $8. And Terracotta for $17, I believe. Terracotta for $17 for the birds. Is anybody working on anything exciting? I in a moment of weakness, said that I would do a t-shirt quilt for somebody for their anniversary, and their anniversary is like in 3 weeks. So do not ask. I did say that I might not get it done in time for their anniversary, but I am going to go upstairs tonight and try to start it. And then we also got 3 So if any of the locals around here want to come and help, we also I've got the t-shirt quilt to do for a customer, but then Sergeant Major Brown he mailed us button-up dress shirts for one of the combat veterans just passed away, and he left behind a 3-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 15-year-old. So we are making quilts from his t-shirts. So if anybody wants to volunteer and come help with that, let me know and we can find out some times. Suzette's doing an Italian-inspired bread bag. Post these on Fabric Chic Stitch Along. That would be a good one. Kathleen is not sewing this weekend. She's finishing shopping this week because she has to have Kathleen, neck surgery on Friday. Do you have somebody coming to help take care of you and the dogs? Terracotta said she's trying to finish her PhDs, which for those of you who don't know, I believe means projects half done. And Sharon is cleaning her sewing room. Whoa, that sounds like a lot of stuff going on. Sharon, we want to see your sewing room when it's clean. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Actually, I'm lying. I probably will never have a clean sewing room. My girlfriends have come many times to try to clean my sewing room, but everything's really important and I'm working on everything. Neck surgery is outpatient? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, here is a bunch of white fabrics. You've got some little ones. This is actually like a tone on tone, and then another tone on tone. This is kind of like a linen-y fabric, and this feels kind of linen-y also. But these would be good bases to build a collage on if you're doing a collage or whatever you use white fabrics for. So we've got a bunch of white fabric. What's in here? It says 1 3/4 linen tissue. So I'm not sure what linen tissue means, but it does kind of have that linen look. So 1 3/4 yards of that supposedly. S136, we're just going to start at $3. S136, we're going to start at $3. And let's see, what else do we have in this box of amazingness? Somebody put clothes, like shorts and like thrift store clothes, into my box of auction stuff. Okay, here is, I don't know what this is. I think you could let kids draw on it. It's kind of like thick paper. It's a whole roll of it. If you want that thick paper, just type that you want the thick paper. I'll throw it in your basket for free. And then I have 2.5 yards. It looks kind of like Noah's Ark. I don't know, 2.5 yards of this fabric. S70 is starting at $15. So that's like, I don't know, $6 a yard maybe. Who knows? 2.5 yards of this cute little fabric. S70 is at $15. S70 is at $15. S70 is at $15. It's 2.5 yards. S136 is at $5. 136 is at $5. Oh, Laura says she's making covers for composition line tablets. Oh, that has been on my list, Laura. I want a collage and do some fun covers. I've been meaning to do it for a demo for a Monday, but I have not gotten to it. It is a great fabric for an I Spy. It's a perfect fabric for I Spy. S70, there's 2 of you at $15. Jenny wants this. And The white fabric 136 is at $5. You've got 1 3/4 yard of linen, supposedly, and a variety of white fabrics. 136 is at $5. 136 is at $5. And S70 is at $17. Hey, if any of you guys that are on right now, if you would like to do a demo from your house, it's super easy. We would love for you to do a demo and maybe give us a tour of your sewing room. If you want to do that, let me know and we will get you scheduled for a Monday or a Wednesday. I think that would be fun for the month of December to do tours of your guys' sewing rooms and a quick demo of whatever you're working on. Even if you don't do a demo and you just do a tour of what you've made in the past, that would be fun too. S70 is at $18. S70 is at $18. S136 is going to Victor for $5. And let's see, what else can we find here? S70 is 2.5 yards and it's at $19. S70 is 2.5 yards at $19. Oh, I need a bigger. I don't know. Sometimes the girls get these into the bags and then I don't know how to get them back into the bag. Okay, S70 is at $20. S70 is at $20. And I have a crib size polyfill batting still in the packaging. So if you need a crib size batting, S102, we'll just start that auction at $5. S102, we'll start that auction at $5. Crib size batting, S102 is starting at $5. S70 is at $20. I don't know. I think I've really broken the tape now. And then we have this sample. It's a table topper already started. It is, I think you have to resew. I don't know if somebody was picking it apart or something. This little section here needs to be resewn. So I don't know if they were taking it apart or what, but the piece is there. It just needs to be resewn in. The table topper with the barns, you've got one going in each direction, so it could go as a table topper. And then this is what it looks like. I'm not sure why they took that one piece out. I don't know if it wasn't sewn correctly or what, but it looks like you can just either hand stitch it back in, or maybe they've already fixed it and it just needs to be re-sewn in. I bet you maybe their checkerboard was off. Maybe their checkerboard was one checkerboard off and they had to redo it. Let me see. Because when you lay it down and you re-sew it, it should fit right in there. But I'm not sure. So this is an already put together topper, or it could be a pillowcase. You could turn it into a pillowcase. Let's see, let me find a number. S141, we'll just start this at $5. 141, we'll start at $5 because I think you could cut the barns apart if you wanted to, if you didn't want to fix it. But I think you could fix, I would just hand stitch this together. And if it doesn't fit perfectly, I would like sew a yo-yo or something. But I think when you quilt it out, it's going to be perfect. S141 is starting at $5. 141 is starting at $5. 102 for the batting is at $5. And then you do have an extra piece of this. I'm not sure why, but you've got an extra piece of that. 141 is starting at $5. 102 for the batting is at $5. And a 70 is going once, going twice. Kathleen for $20. And so the two auctions on the table right now are the polyfill batting. It's a crib size polyfill batting by Fairfield, S102 for $5, and 141 for the almost finished table topper that still needs to be quilted, of course. 141 is at $5. S102 is at $5. And I don't know. That's a random piece of fabric. Oh, here. This is super cute. And this took Karen a long time to make. But we are, we don't have the sample. We don't have the kits anymore to sell. So 122 is at $15. So in this bag is all of the little food for a tea party. You've got forks and knives. You've got plates. You've got the cups. And then here is the table that they can set. Here is pillows for the bed. Here's all the little dollies. So it's kind of like a quiet book for church. Here are the sheets. You've got a sheet. And then under here, you've got the cute little bear. You've got the sheet. You've got the quilt. You've got 3 little pillows. And then here is the 2 little girl dolls. S122 is $15. And then it's got a little snap here to close it. So it snaps closed up here. You've got another little doll that I think we sewed on just so she wouldn't get lost. So you just have to, oh no, she's safety pinned on. So she's safety pinned on so she wouldn't get lost. So when you give it to somebody to play with, you just want to take that little safety pin off. And then here's a little picket fence. Super cute little quiet toy. S122 is $15. 122 is $15. Super cute. Probably took Karen forever to make. And then she even bedazzled. She's got little Swarovski crystals in the little flowers here. So very cute little project with some rickrack. If you know a little girl, this would be a cute little gift. Okay, Elaine, 141. We've got Elaine for $5. And then Jackie for $5. Let's see. What else do we have in our little bag of tricks? I've got more buttons. Okay, we'll start this at $5. 142. 142, we're going to start at $5. It's more buttons. So you've got some cute little buttons, red buttons here, quite a bunch of matching ones. You've got some cover, half ball cover buttons, so you can make your own. You can make your own buttons. In here, we've got vintage for sure. Look at those metal buttons. Those are very cute. Metal painted stamps, it says. Whatever that means. Metal button. And then we've got a variety of, well, these are all the same metal buttons with an eagle on them. There's 5 of those. I'm going to put them back in here so that it stays coordinated. We've got a heart button. You've got a yellow dill button. And then you've got some vintage buttons here. These cute little yellow ones. You've got 3 cards of those. And here is a bag of random buttons. Let's see. S142. S142. Look at that vintage button. It's like a big flower. I'm going to get down close so you guys can kind of really see what's here. Definitely somebody's treasures. That looks like it was a piece of jewelry at one point. Waste not, want not. Okay. And then 142 is at 142 is the buttons. So 142 is at $5. 122 is for this little doll. 122 is at $15. And then we've got some orange. You got the to fix the sweater and then one button there. And another button that you can cover yourself. Some more dill buttons. Here's 2 cards of these vintage buttons. And Mother of Pearl. Mother of Pearl, those were expensive when we Googled though. Oh, these look to me like they should be eyes, but those are vintage for sure. Those look like they should be chicken eyes or doll eyes or something. Vintage Mother of Pearl. Those would be really good eyes on dolls. So you've got all of this collection. S142 is at $9. Candy's bidding on the buttons. Okay, Candy's bidding on the buttons. 142. 142. 142 is the buttons, and they're at $10. 142 and 122. Jenny, this is like the deal of the day. This one here for $15. I want to say that the kit was like $22 or $25. So, Jenny, you just scored. Okay, so the buttons 142 are still on the table. The buttons are Phyllis, you got to tell your neighbors to stay away during this time. This is your personal private time. Okay, then here is a bag of scraps, S59. We're just going to start this at $3. S59, we're starting at $3. And all those vintage buttons are 142. So the vintage buttons, 142. All these fabrics are starting at $3. You've got quite a bit of at least a yard of the blueberries, if not more. I would say probably more. And then you've got this great green, at least a half a yard of that, at least a half a yard of this speckled yellow. And then this is a great tone on tone. This actually feels kind of silky, but it's not. But definitely good quality. I cannot read. Benartex. Benartex, like a mottled green, kind of a sagey green. S59 is starting at $3. 59 is starting at $3. 142 for the button. I'm going to clean that up. 142. 142. Get your final bids in while I clean it up. The Mother of Pearl buttons, those are like the Hishi buttons that we all bought when we took Virginia Robertson's doll class. They're great for eyes on the little dolls. Oh, look at that's a priceless bag here with the hole. All right, I'll tape it up for whoever wins it so you don't lose any of these buttons. Oh gosh, I can't even scoop up all the buttons. Okay. 59 is at $5. 59 for the fabric is at $5. That's a super good deal because you got some quality fabrics in there, and some big pieces. 142 is going once, going twice. Kathleen for $10. I'm going to Google the Mother of Pearls and see how much they're worth. I'm going to Google lens them. I said I would tape this up. Hang on. with. Oh, I can't find tape. Must be time to quit when I've lost my tape. Okay, S59 is at $5. S59 is at $5. And we've got two vintage pin. Oops, look at the runaway button. Two vintage pin cushions. Remember, if you want the free shirt to go with your order for Quilt Show Reno, you have to order today to get the free shirt. Okay, here is one of those chickens, and it's got some pins and needles in it already. And then you've got a vintage, and it's like felt or velvet or something. It's softer. It's kind of very different than normal tomato strawberry pin cushions. So we've got two vintage strawberry pin cushions, and we're going to just start that off at $4 for the chicken and so you've got the chicken and you've got the tomato vintage pin cushion. So S84 is starting at $4. S84 is starting at $4. S59 for the green fabrics is at $6. The green fabrics are at $6. And what do we have? Oh, that should, well, we've got another bag of treasures starting at $1. So another S119 is another bag of random treasures. Although I should have taken the seam ripper. Like lately, I have not been able to find seam rippers. But you've got that thing that does the points to get the good corners. I think that goes in there for that. These are vintage. I think your floss goes on all of these things. You've got some patches. You've got this weird thing I've never seen before. You've got a pin. Another odd pin. Some scissors. Seam ripper. Chopsticks for beginners, I'm guessing. I mean, who doesn't need some chopsticks for beginners? A screwdriver, a cord fastener, a tape measure, a helix, ruler, another seam ripper. These look like hooks for Christmas. You might need those right now, like to hooks for your ornaments. A couple of vintage rulers, some snaps, some patches, and an awl. S119 is starting at $1. All that random stuff for a protractor. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I haven't needed one of those in a long time. I think those are toast tongs. I didn't even know there was such a thing as toast tongs. They very well could be toast tongs to get your toast out of the toaster. Well, who would have thought toast tongs was a thing? Very crazy, very crazy. Okay. Phyllis, Kathleen, and Kathleen S84, $7. Victor was $6. He keeps losing the strawberry on his. Well, this is on pretty good. Okay, so $7. Okay, I'm gonna do $3.50 for Victor. $3.50 for Victor for tomato, and $3.50 for Kathleen for chicken. Okay, let me know if I did not read that correctly, because sometimes I read it very fast. But I think that's what you guys said. You're splitting the chicken and the tomato. S59 for the fabrics. I think Elaine at $6. Elaine for $6. Elaine for $6 for all this fabric. That was a good deal, Elaine. Toast. We bought toast tongs at a craft village in Missouri. Oh my God. I don't know how I got to be this old and I never needed toast tongs. I'm not sure. I've lived a very sheltered life, apparently. Okay, Elaine for $6. Toast tongs and all. So it's a really good variety pack here. S119. Oh, the little strawberry, you poke your needles in it and it sharpens them. 119 is at $4. 119 is at $4. The random bag of stuff is at $4. Jane's Fabric Patch, priceless. That's probably actually a good pin. Okay, and a crochet hook. I don't think I saw that before. Okay, random bag of stuff is going to random bag of stuff, terracotta for $4. Okay, are you guys ready to be done for the day, or you want to keep on going? If we keep on going, Devin's going to have to move some stuff off my table. Oh, here's a cute little box of buttons. That's 138 is at $3. 138 is starting at $3. I'm going to get down close so you guys can see. They're little metal. I thought they were charms, but they actually have the shank on the back for the button. But they're pretty heavy for, they're good quality buttons. They're not a cheap metal button. You've got a cute little sitting elephant. You've got a couple of dinosaurs. You've got a bear. You've got another dinosaur, a giraffe, another dinosaur, and a heart and a bunny. So S138 is starting at $3. 138 is starting at $3. 138 for the variety of metal buttons. Victor says, yes, it's bedtime. Elaine says, okay, we're going to quit. I know, because I know you guys don't want to miss anything. 138 is starting at $3 for the little buttons. S138 is starting at $3 for the buttons. 138 is at $3. Okay, so if you're just catching the tail end of this, you can watch. You don't really need to watch these over again because they're auctions, so they're gone. But if we're selling regular fabric from our store, because we do have an actual fabric store, a quilt shop, then those you can watch longer and order if you miss it and you don't catch it live. Oh, Terracotta says she's waiting for the snow. You know what? I went down to visit my sister in Stockton. And here, I'm going to put this on double so you guys can bid on that one. So the buttons are at $4. I went down to Stockton to visit my sister. So if you're not familiar with West Coast, Stockton, I believe, is the crime capital of the world, or maybe the U.S. At least the West Coast, I'm pretty sure. And my sister and I were walking our dogs. We have sister dogs, and we were walking them. And all of a sudden, the helicopters were flying real low over our heads. And so my sister's like, oh, we got to get inside. There was a mass shooting. Like, I don't know, 12. Last I heard, 12 people were killed, and then 8 were injured. But it was literally like right down the street from where my sister lives. So it was a little bit scary, but we survived. We're all fine. But very crazy, very, very crazy. Anyways, S138, Mary Lou, she definitely needs to move. She needs to move right next door to me. I know but she works at the, she's a RN at the, county hospital there, so she gets all kinds of crazy stuff, but she can't afford to move out of Stockton because housing in Nevada is so expensive. So when the housing comes down, when the housing goes down, she'll be able to move. I know it. It was sad, Brenda. One of the girls, I think the youngest person was 12. It was a birthday party. Very, very sad. We need to like be better humans. 4 killed, 10 injured. Are you sure, Peggy?
Are you just letting all of these?
Oh, Jody must have sent that home with me in my. Oh, I didn't know she put that in there. Yeah, you should put that in the fridge. Okay, so that is all we have for today. 138. Don't you have extra rooms, Sharon? I know that you know because you have a sister that that they're really, really fun in small doses. If me and my sister lived together, one of us probably would not survive. And I'm thinking it would be me because she's a lot meaner. That is for sure, Susan. We need to go back to respecting everybody. She could be a traveling nurse based here, but Suzette, so Nevada pays way, way less. Like her salary would be cut like in half if she moved here. So that's why she stays in California. So maybe sometime, plus she has to talk her husband into moving too. So that's also another downer. Anyways, so the auction is 138. Let me get this ended before we the auction 138 is Kathleen for $6. Kathleen for $6. Okay, so that is all we have for today. Go sew or do something creative, or maybe just make hot chocolate and enjoy your evening with a good book or a good Christmas movie. I think I might just go crawl into bed. It will take me a minute to recoup from visiting my sister. All right, we love you guys. We will see you on Wednesday at 4:00. Have a good night. Go sew.